It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you so much for joining us. We are joined by Stacey Tookey. She is the Emmy-nominated choreographer and judge from the Fox show So You Think You Can Dance. Welcome. A good girl from Canada, done good. We're so glad you're here. I want to talk about your choreography later. Okay. First, I want to talk about an absolutely life-changing trip that you took to India just a month ago. Tell us about your involvement in Rising Star Outreach.
Well, I went over to India in February to see Rising Star Outreach, and it's an organization that deals with the leprosy affected in India and all aspects of their lives, and trying to
remind us what leprosy is for those that don't know.
Leprosy, it's a completely curable disease, as amazing enough as it is, and but these people are living with the stigma that is attached to it, and they are socially outcast, and they are not allowed to be a part of society. So, you know, they're missing limbs. They, you know, often have strokes. They're often blind, but they're left without attention, medical attention, because they're outcast. Are
they getting the medical attention they need since it is curable, or are some of them just not even getting the attention?
Some of them don't get attention. They can't see a doctor because they're not allowed to mix with society. So they're literally left to beg in the street for their lives.
Talk to me about what it was like for you to be there in those leprosy colonies. I know you went to a boarding school with over 200 children. I mean, wow.
It was just amazing. Like the colonies themselves, I went there, I saw how they walk, how their way of life is completely altered. But Rising Star, what they've done is gone in with these medical units and give them their attention that they need, taught them to take care of themselves. On top of that, they have the school where they take the kids who they don't look like they're affected with leprosy, but because they're attached to the parents, they have the stigma.
Well, so some of them aren't even...
Oh no, the kids look completely normal. You would not know.
Do they have leprosy?
They do not. Most of them do not have leprosy. If they do, they caught it early enough that they have nothing wrong with them. But they are forced to attach the stigma of their parents. So what the school has done is taken these kids and they're now educating them. And now they're not going to have to beg on the street. They're going to be the next people to work in
Tell me about AMSA.
AMSA is a little girl that I sponsor, that I started sponsoring 2 years ago, and again, it was just a girl on a bookmark that I paid $30 a month for. And this past month, I got to meet her, read stories for her. I was actually.
Does she have leprosy, or is she the child of a leper?
She's a child of a leprosy-affected person, and it was just amazing to see these kids that are getting educated. They're getting health care. They're going to be the next best people in India.
Stacey, I know that you inspired them, but tell me how they inspired you.
You know, I went over and I taught them dance, and I got to perform with them, and I got to read with them, and you know, they kept saying it was special for me to be there, but I left with such warmth in my heart. These kids, they want nothing else but your affection. They just want you to tell them that you love them and be with them, and it's awe-inspiring, and it's really humbling.
And you are putting your money where your mouth is. You have started a clothing line. It's called Sugar and Bruno. Give us a little fashion show.
Well, this is one of my designs.
Exactly, and the relevance is the bird there.
The bird, yes, soar. It's kind of like reach your own heights. It's very joyful.
And then there's an event coming up in Las Vegas. What does the shirt say that I'm holding up?
It says, "Let the joy in your heart lift you to the stars."
And that's what you're trying to do for these children. I think you are doing it.
Oh.
So tell us about some of the proceeds for the sales of these shirts are going to the organization, right?
Yes, there's a concert coming up. It's called Dancers Making a Difference. It's in Las Vegas. It'll be March 28th. And the $5 of the proceeds of these shirts will go directly to Rising Star. So it's a combination between the dancers making a difference and Rising Star.
So I have to ask you, speaking of dancers, tell me about So You Think You Can Dance, you Emmy-nominated dancer, you.
Well, what can I say? The show is an amazing force itself, and I've been involved with it for 3 years, and this will be my 4th year coming up. We're going into our 8th season.
This summer, it looks like. I mean, it's going to happen.
It's definitely going to happen.
On the Fox network.
Absolutely.
Any insight, any secrets you can tell me?
I can't say. It's going to be amazing. Some of the talent we're auditioning right now is unbelievable.
Are they? I mean, I have to think that this is a great forum to at least strut your stuff, and you're saying some of the best.
Some of the best, and every year we get shocked because it's better and better talent. So.
Stacey, you're an inspiration. Thank you for going to India, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
She's Stacey Tookey. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Back to HLN.
Today, everything you need to be entertained is ready and waiting right inside your home. Thanks to Charter Digital Cable. Sign up and you get over 100 of the most popular channels, all in crystal clear quality and sound. Plus an easy-to-use program guide that makes it simple to find all your favorites. More drama, more news, more laughs for less. Suddenly, staying in is in again. Bring your home to life with Charter Digital Cable. Call today.